Hey, everybody, what's going on? Hey, everybody, what's going on? That's called leaving the YouTube sound on. All right, I was all ready to go at 7:30, but my stomach had other ideas, as in 2 exits, no waiting. Okay. So what's going on, everybody? Anybody watching tonight? Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do this. Okay, I got the lights down. It's Wednesday night, right? I was going to do one of 3 things tonight. I was going to go play poker, or I was going to work on a new grand adventure, new treasure hunt of some kind, or I was going to go live about the Beacon Star. And I thought, yeah, let's go live about the Beacon Star because it's kind of warm in here. Because it got cut short last Thursday because Mama Cowlazars was here and she had an issue and I had to run up to Walgreens. So I know it got cut short. And tomorrow there's not going to be a Beacon Star show because we're going to have the Hunt for History winners on. So I thought, well, tonight's the perfect night then, isn't it? To go live, make up for last week, and make up for tomorrow. So here we go. We might go live 18 hours. We don't know. As long as we're making progress, we'll stay alive. But as you know, if you've read the Beacon Star, sometimes it's kind of hard to make progress, right? It's a difficult thing, that's for sure. Yeah, and the other reason is K-Pro's starting to get really fed up with it. So we had to go live with the Beacon Star, right? Leave her alone. I know you guys were messing with her Monday nights. Monday nights is for Spend Treasure Found. But a lot of people, a lot of people were talking about the Beacon Star. Oh, all right. Yeah. What else is going on before we jump into the Beacon Star? The big poker tournament is Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Just donate $20 to St. Jude's. Copper Dan St. Jude fundraiser. And you're in for the poker tournament for some awesome prizes. So I know Copper Dan said he was going to go live or make a video on his YouTube channel to give you details. We went over it last Monday on our show. So there's that, which I fully intend on making the final table. Maybe I'll go live and broadcast that. We'll see on Saturday. And let me turn the air on. It seems warm in here. Or I'm getting sick, one or the other. Give me a second, guys. Here, let me do this. We haven't done this in a while. Oh, I am discombobulated. Where is it? We haven't done it in so long. I don't know where it is. Not that. And this will give time for people to get in here, right? I'm looking for the video, the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. I don't even know where it is. It's been so long since I played it. All right, maybe we're not going to play that. Hang on. Oh, don't tell me I deleted them. Okay, I guess they're gone. I'll have to figure out where they're at. I got a lot of organization to do. Hey, Beef Spaghetti, I went to Ruby Hill Park and got some video. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to a couple people reached out and said in the next couple of weeks they will get me some video of the boots on the ground locations because we know there are 22 boots on the ground locations. And because I'm not going to go, at least not yet, yeah, it would be helpful. So if anybody could take video all around the actual item, if, the GPS leads you somewhere, you're like, oh, sundial, the front, the back, go around it, and then turn around and do the surrounding area. I think there's something we're missing there. I don't know, though, because I haven't been there. But I will remind I know Beef Spaghetti, but hopefully something clicks for somebody. But I will remind everybody what I said last time, and that is if somehow the method of how we're supposed to derive the read clue from each, like if somebody could figure out this is what you're supposed to do, I'm going, and I'm dragging K-Pro with me. It's only like $100 flight to Denver, I think. So we're going. We're going to spend a weekend in Denver, and we would go to all 22 boots on the ground locations. And we'd vlog it, of course, for you guys. But I gotta have something. I gotta know what I'm doing while I'm there. I can't just go and kind of hope I'm in the right spot and all that kind of stuff. But as this thing progresses, like maybe this fall, yeah, I would go. So let me turn the air on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute, or we'll just give Randy time to get to work. One or the other. All right. Getting ready for another concert. Yeah, email me, Beefagetti. Let me know what where that was at, because one of the clues says get ready for the show, so it'd be interesting to see where that was. Okay, that's work, and it can wait. All right, so the Beacon Star. Where are we? Where did we leave off? What's going on? Who's got the book? Who doesn't have the book? And why? Basically, about 6 people reached out to me and said, hey, I want a Beacon Star. And I responded, you know what? Just donate whatever you can to the GoFundMe, and I will send you a Beacon Star. And they came back and said, I already did the Copper Dan's GoFundMe. And I said, no, I didn't mean that one. I meant Randy Pitchell's Beacon Star. But that's fine. And a couple people have, so that's cool. And I know you're probably thinking, well, why would you donate to a prize pool that somebody else is probably going to win? It's just to get the word out. And it's just to show support for a cool, fun, frustrating, and fun treasure hunt. That's all. We could have, maybe we should do a Beacon Star panel. I didn't even think of that, Dark. What an idea. A panel for the Beacon Star. Hey, if you guys are interested, not tomorrow, but next week, if you want to do a Beacon Star panel, yeah, let me know if you want to come on. Hey, Bobby D, it's my 1-year anniversary today of getting my Beacon Star book. That's cool. The big block is not fun, but it would be fun when you get the message. Or it would be very fun if we could figure out something, new. And that's actually what we're going to talk about tonight. Again, I got to give a big thank you to, well, you're not off next Thursday, Dark. I got to give a big thank you to whoever sent me the spreadsheet. Somebody sent me all their notes. It was basically like, hey, I worked on this a long time ago. I let it go. But here's my notes. If it helps you, I should really go through all my Beacon Star emails to find out who that is and give them a big thank you. But they sent me something interesting, and I wanted to do it, and I was going to do it. And I thought, you know what? Let's just do it live. Let's just do it together. So I'm winging this as we go, everybody. But maybe something will click, and somebody else can weigh in and be like, yeah, I saw that too. Hey, how's it going, Kathy? I was going to ask you to map some more locations. You sent me a map of all the GPS locations, right? And now, of course, I can't find that. So if you still have that saved, you sent me a picture with the pins of the GPS locations. If you still have that saved, email it to me, would you? One thing I'm not is organized on these notes. And if there's one thing you need to be in the Beacon Star is organized, right? But what I was saying is I think there's 6 people who have reached out, and you will all get the Beacon Star in the mail. I just said donate to the GoFundMe if you can. But yeah, I'll be sending these out by the end of the week. So yeah, that's right, K-Pro. And with the Beacon Star, we literally would probably walk right by it. Yeah, thank you. I knew you would, Candy. You're like the note person, the organized person. I remember that from Vegas Die. Ryan says, what if the block of code that Randy talks about with 35 codes is the big block? Oh, you mean the thing he says he's working on that has all those codes? Yeah, that would be interesting. Jody says she made a hand-drawn map. That's funny. Yeah, so if anybody's watching this that doesn't know, there is a GoFundMe for the Beacon Star, and all that money is going to go to the prize pool. So let's take a look and see what it's at, shall we? I was going to title this video F the Beacon Star, a little inside joke if anybody's been watching the shows, but I didn't. So, all right, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. A little $210 to the prize pool. So the prize pool is what? 5,536. So now it's 5,746. Do I have that right? Am my math right? 5,746. Yeah. And that gold piece is what I want. $210. So if anybody out there can donate, flip $2 or $5 over if you want to. Yeah, I think a trip to Denver would be cool. I've never been there. I'd go to the Denver Museum and some of the sightseeing places, but the point would be to go to the 22 boots on the ground locations, take a lot of video. and then compile it all when we get home. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Yeah, the poker tournament Saturday, Copper Dan's Frame, the big giveaway is going to be on Monday's show. Monday's Force Fund Treasure Found, so tune in then. I hope it's somebody that we know, somebody known in the community. Dan's video has over 400 comments, so 400 people, not bad. And all you had to do was donate. Yeah, so what I wanted to talk about, the big block of code, and that is, let me bring it up. And we talked about the bricks and we talked about the pattern on the bricks, but I don't know what to do with that pattern yet. I don't know what to do with the numbers. We still can't even get the same the locations, the backup and telephone. Hey, there we go, Dan. Over $11,000 for the St. Jude Copper Dan Frame giveaway, or fundraiser, I should say, fundraiser. Yeah, that's right, K-Bro. She's like, all you had to do is say you donate. It's too bad Copper Dan didn't set it up where if you didn't donate, you're not in for the drawing. But that's fine. He's doing the best he can, and it's a great job, Dan. What I was going to say is the stupid locations in the Beacon Star, the backup and telephone, I've had 4 different possible locations emailed to me, but none of them really, there's Morse Park. They're like Morse code, the Telegraph, backup and telephone. There's the Casa Bonita. There's a park in Belmar, I believe, and they're like the Bell, and Belmar is telephone. I'm like, eh. And then there's the historic phone building, which is, to me, that makes the most sense. But again, I don't see a plaque or anything. So we can't even get to the with 10 GPS locations. No, not the 10 GPS locations. It's GPS. Of course, we know where those are. We can't even get the 10 poem locations. So I'm taking a break. Sometimes you just have to put it down and back away. So I'm taking a break from the locations. And we're going to switch over to the big block of code. So let me find my notes here. And we're going to try a little thought experiment. Oh, it's not a thought experiment. It's an actual, we're going to figure out if this makes any sense or not. We're going to go to the Cipher wheel. You guys know the Cipher wheel, right? Check it out. This is the Cipher wheel. If you don't know, now you know. This is page... I don't even have it. Page 67. Page 67, there's a Cipher wheel. So if we could get a group of letters, you convert the letters, and hopefully that would spell a word. And then also, if you notice, we've got a clock or numbers resembling a clock in the center. So if we had times, we could do the conversion. Or if we had letters, wouldn't it be cool if you had the letters and that gave you numbers, and you were actually supposed to get numbers off of this wheel? But regardless of what we do with it, Craig Carter points out the telephone building is across the street from the Big Blue Bear Randy used as a thumbnail recently. Well, then that would lead a little more credence to it. I think Randy is trying to nudge us along a little bit. I don't think he wants to give an out-and-out hint. He doesn't want to tell us how to solve this thing, but he does want to give hints. And I appreciate it because it's the difficulty level is up there. And like he said, I think he said that he started the GoFundMe because a lot of people were like, this is so difficult. Is it worth the $5,000 and the gold coin? I think it is. That gold coin would be awesome to have. But yeah, he decided to do the GoFundMe. So okay, so we will revisit the locations another time for sure. But this Cipher wheel, so if you look at the Cipher wheel, what do we have? What we actually have is a group of pairs of letters, right? We have U equals A. So you could say UA or AU. We have GZ. We have CY. GZ, easy. SX, OW, and all the way around. We have 26 pairs of letters. So where in one of the other puzzles could we find the pairs of letters is the question I pose to you. Molly Brown had a TV show in the past about her called Telephone Time. Well, who's going to know that, Penny? Well, you do apparently. So I don't know. I don't know on that one. He said there's a familiar. I thought he was going to say phrase, and he hesitated. He thought locals would know it. I think all he did was complicate it. So I don't know. But if we go, what puzzle in the Beacon Star has a bunch of letters grouped together? Well, that would be our old friend, the big block of code, right? Boom, right there is our big block of code. Capro's favorite puzzle in the entire book. And wouldn't it be interesting if in these outer perimeter of letters, if we could find the pairs that are on the Cipher wheel? Has anybody done this? Am I way behind? Am I in last place on the finding the pairs of letters on the big block of code? But somebody said they started down this road and they found a couple. And I thought, oh, okay, well, let's go and see if we can find all of them or not. 360. Oh, unique. Okay, gotcha. So it's 400 comments, but people are doing duplicates. So Copper Dan says there are 365 unique comments. We need more entries. Come on, searchers. Go donate to St. Jude's. If you want to know where the link is, I just don't have it, Dan. I don't want to look it up, but look on our video from Monday and you'll get the link. Go to Copper Dan's page, YouTube page. You'll get the link. Why not just the Quest building, the skyscraper? Yeah, right, K-Pro. But they have to be together. You know what I'm saying? They have to be paired like they are in the Cipher wheel. So here, let me show you guys. I got them out. I got them in a spreadsheet. We're going to do it together live right now, unless somebody out there can tell me, nope, they're not. I've already checked. Or yes, they are all there. If they are all there, I want to know, because it could be. That's more than coincidence. If the pairs on the Cipher wheel are actually in the border of that big block of code, we obviously do something with it, right? Oh, if only I knew where. Nope, maybe it's this one. All right, hang on. Sorry. So, wow. Okay. Look up. So these are we got 26 pairs of letters, right? So all I did was pretty much write them down and put them in a spreadsheet. I know you can't see that. 26 pairs from the Cipher wheel. So let's go on the big block of code and see if we can find these. There's this link for Copper Dan. Hey, Brady, go give what you can give. Comment picker doesn't like me. All right, so I'm going to move this over here. So this is basically our. I should have created an image that had it. If I would have thought this through, I probably could have done that. But I'll move this over here. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. And I'll probably hit you up for some more mapping at some point. We are going to do a Beacon Star Zoom after the Hunt for History show tomorrow, Thursday, tomorrow. So Beacon Star, what do we need a name for ourselves? Beacon Starers, Beacon Star people, something. We need a name for ourselves. But let's get together in a Zoom tomorrow night. Cipher Whale has MLK, maybe nothing. MLK, where do you see MLK at? I only see groups of 2 letters. Where do you get the MLK? So I need the big block of code. I keep going to the wrong folder. Big block of code is right here. And that's not it. Hang on. I call it the map because it seems like it might be the map from the story. Okay, that's the big block of code. Let me do this to make it bigger. Okay, the first one I have written down is UA. So the question is, and here in the border, can we find the letters UA together? And I would say together means, vertically or horizontally, not, but you know what? As long as they're touching, I guess it doesn't matter if they're vertical or horizontal. So we have to go through and say how many U's there are. U. We're looking for UA, and it could be backwards. There's a UC, there's a UA. See if the first one is like, nope, the bad theory. UA. The Beacon Stargazers, the BSers. Yeah, the BSers are pretty good. UA, UE, UG, UL, UH. Look at all these U's up here. It's like he's taunting us. UX, UD. What I say we're looking for? UA, UP. I mean, I wonder if anybody's done a statistical analysis on how many letters appear on this border. Are there certain letters that are there more often? Is it the same number of letters, just randomized? UP, like I said. Okay, let's go down the bottom. UO, UC. It seems like there's every combination but UA. UO, let's go the other way. UY, UE, UV, UJ, UQ, UY, UX, this side, UE, All right. Well, it looks like UA is not there. So how many would have to be on here for to be more than a coincidence? I guess is the question, right? Because let's see. If we look for MO, MO is here. This one I found earlier. MO is right here. MO. You guys see that? MO. So if MO is there, what else might be there is the question. MO is there. Here's BP, which on the Cipher wheel, MO and BP are next to each other, and here's BP. And let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. I don't know if that means anything, but 21 rows down, here's BP. So we have MO and we have BP. What else do we have? Do we have LQ? And I'm looking for a pattern. So if it was 21 from there, could it be 21 down from here? Or is this just random? Yeah, what if there's a shift? If there's a shift, it's impossible. But that's good, K-Pro. You know what a shift is. So there we got that going for us. There's only one arrow. I don't know what that means, Jody. There's only one arrow on the Cipher wheel? MO. What are we looking for? VN. But maybe we should do a panel. That's actually a good idea. Who wants to be on a Beacon Star panel? And then we can all discuss this together. And maybe we'll crack something while we're spitballing. So we're looking for VN now. VU. Email me if you want to be on a Beacon Star panel next Thursday. VK, VI. VVV, VI again. There's Zoo, Z-O, or is that Q right there? Yeah, maybe that's Q. I can't tell. VN. Well, maybe it's not a good theory if we only find a couple. Top right. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. There's one arrow and the outside border. Yes, that's true. So it seems to be pointing down, and look at what's right here. Now, is there a UX on the thing? There's a UA. Nope, there's a UA. And all the letters are unique, right? Meaning the pairs are unique because they're using both sides of the alphabet, just shifted. That's a good point, Jody, that there is a seemingly an arrow saying, hey, look right here. Look in this area. And it's MO, just like on the Cipher wheel. So what I got to do now is go through and find out how many are here. So what I also have to do, give me a second. I'm going to actually open it up with bitmap so I can draw on it. Hang on a minute. Make a copy of it. That didn't work. I want to rename it and paste it. Oh, you son of a gun. And then paste it and say, oh, I see. The map is what I call it. Copy it, paste it, rename it. The map. No, we're going to call it the letter pairs because that's what this particular copy is going to be for. And then we put it back in there. And then we open it up with bitmap, paint. That's what I was looking for. Edit with 3D paint. What the heck? All right. Let's try it. This is 3D paint, everybody. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. So nobody's tried this before? Is this the first time? I know it's the first time we're talking about it. That hinting may just be, that arrow may just be hinting to move clockwise, which you do when decoding the text. Oh, that's true. That's true too. He could just be telling us to go clockwise. True. Or he was here earlier, but he had to go to work. Okay. So we have MO from the Cipher wheel. We have MO. So I want to pick a pencil and I want to say MO. And then we have BP. And right now I just want to identify them. And then we could maybe look for a pattern or something. And BP is right here. Now, what would we do with this? I don't know. I just think it's interesting. It could be coincidence. It depends how many we find, right? Hey, what's up, Eric? The pairs on the Cipher wheel, I'm trying to see if they are all in the border of the big block of code or the map, as I call it. That's kind of where we're at. So we have QS, and I'll say this. Hey, send us something in the mail if you want to. QS. Oh, for God's sakes. Here's another MO right here. More than one. I wonder if that throws the whole theory out the window or not. But is there another BP? Well, that's a good question. Get it? Pairs of letters. So there would be twice. Get it? Pairs. BP. I'm not seeing another BP, but I see a BT. I see a BO. BW. Get it? BW. Coincidence or not? How about OW? OW's right here. Whoop. Okay, so far we got 3 out of the 26. Let me go back to the chat. Hey, super chat. Compassion hurts, Indiana Jones says. You must grow strong enough to love the world, yet empty enough to sit down at the same table with its worst horrors. I agree, Indiana Jones. I agree. What else did I find? OW. So let me mark that over here on the side. So we got 3 of them. How about GZ? GZZ. GZ. GT. GZ. GO. And I think that's how we solve this thing, because we just don't know what to do. We got to start looking for patterns of some kind. And hopefully when we identify the patterns, it gives us an idea of what to do. That's a guess on my part. But what else are we going to do? I mean, if we don't know how to solve it, what else are we going to do? GZ. I'm not seeing GZ. If anybody else sees it, shout it out. GZ. Okay, we don't have a GZ. Do we have a CY or an SX? CY. I guess I'll look for more than one at the same time. CY or SX? CY. Oh, there's a CY. Right here in the middle. CY. We got that one. Could there be a pattern here? Could it mean something, or is this just totally random? SX. 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 No, I'm not seeing any S's on the outside border. Look at that. And I see one on the inside. Look at the very out. Okay, there's one. SM. But with all those U's, SM again. SM's not one. No, that's SX. There's only 2 SMs up here. I don't see any other. There's an SJ. Okay, never mind. I wonder how Randy filled this in. Sure, he put in the messages. He put in the letters that make sense for the words, but how did he fill in all the random stuff? Or is any of it random? I got to imagine most of it's random filler, but how did he do that? Did he just randomly pick stuff, or is there a method to the madness, I wonder? JV. Let's look for JV, everybody. So you guys should have your books open. I'm not doing this by myself. You guys should be helping out. JV and NU. JV and NU. J and N. JN, JV and U. Yeah, there is an alien in there, which is interesting, huh? There's an ID on the right below. Oh, right below OW. Let me see. Yeah, you are right. Thanks. OW is right here. And that is ID. Boom. Okay, so far we've identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about KBYC? KBYC. KBYY. KBYC. KB. Not seeing it. KB. And so far we've got the left and the right. Oh, yeah. So are there any across the top? KBYC. LX is 15 across the inside. LX. When you say 15 across the inside, I don't know what you mean, Davio. So do it this way. North, south, east, west. Is it north, south, east, or west border? And if you mean it's in the middle of the puzzle, that's true. We could look for them in the middle as well. Not sure what we do with that, but you're right. They could be there. They could be there. KB on the left. All right, I'm looking. K-Pro's getting involved. We'll get her back into the Beacon Star. You'll see. KB. I don't see any K here. YC on the bottom. Okay, there's YC. All right. Progress, everybody. YC. It's right here. Should I color code these in or something? You said KB on the left. K. I don't see a K here at all. KB. KC. And maybe I'm going right over it. That's true. That's always a possibility too. KV. I don't see a KB, K-Pro. Where do you see that? 10 from the bottom on left border. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, in reverse. I got you. And that may still be valid, but it's in reverse. That's all. But it is there. I wasn't looking for a reverse. That's why I didn't see it. Okay, KB, but we're going to mark this one with an R because it is in reverse. Okay, XEPF. XEPF. 10 from the bottom on the left, BK. Yeah, BK I got. It's right there. Thank you. AU vertically near the northwest corner. AU. That's true. Now see, we're not, but see, there are no rules. So we're just looking. So, okay. UA is here. UA. Okay. We'll color that one. But what we got to do is say this one is vertical. Again, I'm not sure what to do with these. I just thought it'd be interesting to see if they are all here together. Because if they are, is that intentional or could that be coincidental? SX. PF on the right border. PF right there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a word search, but different. PF, and that's vertical. No, that's not vertical. That's reverse. Okay. XE, WL, AU from the TN12 on the bottom. Nomadic Madman says, this treasure hunt's blowing my mind. Toy blocks were also a hint. Are there toy blocks in the book? Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look that. Awesome, Eleanor. Let me know when you get it. PF. Okay, wait a minute. AU. AU right here. AU. AU. Oh, so we have another AU. So it's twice. And that one is, okay, so we have this one twice. And now maybe that leads more toward coincidence. I don't know. Another AU 13 from, yep, that's the one I just found here, right? Yeah, let me start over from the beginning, Cujo. I think we've solved a lot. And when I say we, there's a lot of other people, and I've tried to give them credit that have solved things. But I just wanted to compile it. I don't think anybody's made videos about it before. Toy blocks. I'm interested if toy blocks was in the book. I'm definitely going to search on that before we're done tonight. Mary. PF. Okay, where are we at? VNAM. VNAM. VN. Not seeing V's anywhere. VN. I don't see the letter V at all. Do you guys there? Okay, VU. There's one V. VX. VQ. And then it becomes, oh, XV. What are we looking for? No, we were looking for VN. HT. Oh, okay. Torment. Another puzzle from a few years ago. That sounds familiar. Torment, but I never played it though. ZR. ZR. ZO. ZI. So some of them are definitely not here. So maybe this is going down a rabbit hole. Oh, that's cool, Bobby. Okay. I wish it would have been around for that one. So we've got MO, we've got BP, we've got KB. Let's see. OW. OM. OE. OD. Looking for OW. Oh, yeah, it's right there. We found it right there. That's right. NU. I don't see it, Eric. OW bottom right. OW. Okay, again. Didn't we have that one? Yeah, we had OW. So I don't know. It seems pretty random. I mean, if they were all there just once, and there was four to a side or something, or let's see, 26 letters. If it was some kind of logical way, but it was just a thought. But even if we had that, what do we do with it? Yep, OW. Thank you, K Pro. I got it. But it would be interesting if we could get a pattern of random letters, then you put them on the cipher wheel. But he'd have to give us a starting point. So in other words, if we did X and then the skip cipher of say 3, then it's like U and S, and then we would apply it to the cipher wheel for a message. So that's another way he could have encoded a message here. We just apply the cipher wheel. It's getting the right letters and the right pattern to do it, right? Whoops, as I put a blue mark on each one of these. It's EN, and under that is VU. EN, and under that, is that on the bottom, E? Yeah, double letters on the border. Are there double letters on the border? Double, yeah, there's an LL, so there's a double letter. You put it through it on the double letters. It's probably something right here staring us right in the face. We're just not seeing it. I see one LL. XX, they're saying XX is out there. It's easy to miss this stuff for sure. Let's see. See if I go in this big style. Then then I have to do this, I guess. So I guess I could do that. Is that easier for everybody or is that harder? Oh, darn it. Sorry. Stupid paint. 3 up. 3 up from the BK. BK Biddies, De La Soul. Anybody? Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's EN. All right. Thanks, E. Coming to us live from Korea. EN. There's another one. So we're finding some. It's just, is it intentional? Is there a pattern? It's the question. So far, I'm not really seeing a pattern. What about you guys? Well, wait, we were looking for EI, not EN. EI. Oh, thanks, Ryan. Cool. He's got the letter frequency going. And I knew some people had worked on this already. It's just an idea that if they were all there, maybe we, somehow do something. But it's easier to go through the pairs on the big block of code one at a time and compare to the wheel, since the inside of the wheel is in alphabetical order. Yeah, it's true. RJ is on the bottom. Right there is RJ. RJ. Okay, there's another one. So far, if my count is right, we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, and possibly there's more. We just haven't found them all yet. But when you have some vertical and some horizontal, you know what I mean? It kind of changes the pattern, I guess. If they were all a certain way, I'd be a little more inclined to say it's intentional. So yeah, just an idea. If you guys want to keep working on that, it is interesting that he's got symbols in here. He's got arrows. And then, of course, I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but where is it at? Let's see if I can find it. The street names that point to Benedict Fountain. So here's Court PL, right? Court Place. And they come from the Sagittarius symbol right here. So Tremont Place, right? 20 right here. 20 right here. I think I have this right. And 20th right here. So this is another little hidden message all around the Sagittarius symbol for some reason. Trying to think what else. Yeah, there's a lot happening in the big block of code. That's for sure. Yeah, you know what, Rooster Cogburn? That's a good point. I emailed Mr. Stephen Grogan today about Vegas Die, and I said, hey, what's up? It's been about 8 months since he's updated the website. I don't know if anybody's still working on it, really. Look out. I got a little Grogu Lego coming at you right there. Yeah, so it's 21st and 22nd. Hey, what's up, Scott? 21st. Yeah, 22nd. There it is. There's the rest. I wonder, so I also wonder in this big block of code, if once you use it for a message, that letter's never used again. So in other words, could we eliminate these? And also the message that goes around the outside we found, can we eliminate all those letters? I wonder if it would make it a lot easier to try and find other messages. About 40, Indiana Jones, $20 super chat. On the very top line is the word TRRY. Right there, TRRY. Try, William Somerset. It's easier to steal what you want than it is to earn it. It's easier to beat a child than it is to raise it. Hell, love costs. It takes effort and work. That's truth. That's truth. But I was wondering if you meant Terry. I wonder if that was a nod to Terry Scant for the Forest Fen people. Don't know. But it is missing the A, so it could be try. I just drew all over this thing, huh? And you sign, it's weird. We see some words sometimes in here. Core, here's the word core, C-O-R-E. I don't know. This one is a fuzz. Yeah, the 5 points, right. Benedict Fountain, is that it? Is that what the 5 points are? So let me save this. We'll come back to it. Starting to get a headache. We could always talk about it on the Zoom tomorrow. But even if we did find them all, what would you do with it? How would that help us in this big block of code? I don't know. So I'm not seeing any logical pattern. So it seems like it's seemingly coincidental. There's plus signs. There's all kinds of symbols, all kinds of codes. Randy should offer the big block of code on a poster. Remember, I think you said you're thinking of doing a poster, Randy. Forget about that other poster. Do this, the big block of code from the Beacon Star, because then people can, big, and then people could highlight it and kind of go through it. I'd buy one. I'd buy a couple. Don't know how hard it is to make posters nowadays, but like not vinyl, but whatever poster material is. Not paper is what I'm saying, but like a shiny, glossy thing. So you probably I wonder if you could go to like Kinko's and have them print one. Ooh, K-Pro. I might go to Kinko's and see if they can print this out for me. Big style. Put it up on the wall right back here. What do you think? I don't know. Is that a copyright infringement? I'm not sure. Vernal equinox. Know what I mean? I remember vernal equinox. Know what I mean, Vern? Remember that guy? Okay. All right. What else? So big block of code. There's some progress there. I know we've not talked about the big message in the big block of code, and we'll get to it someday. I know I want to talk to people in the Zoom because some people are like, don't share that one. I'm like, maybe, maybe not. We've had a long time to play with it and deal with it. How the heck do I sign this? I mean, save this, not sign it. I don't need to sign it. But I like the idea. Has anybody done that? Has anybody went to a Kinko's and had them, like, just like I took the map in Too Far to Walk, and I went to Kinko's and had them printed out on a plotter, big style, huge. Has anybody done it with a big block of code? Because I might be going to do it tomorrow. Save it as an image. Yep. And then we want to go down to the Beacon Star folder and say, get it there. The letter pairs, I'll call it. Oh, the letter pairs. PMP, because that's what it is. PMP file. Okay, there we go. Okay, Jeep Girl Jody says, at the end of Tremont Place, highlight down, form the I 5 letters to Z. What? All right, let me bring it back up. You're saying to me, if you are to be believed, Craig Carter says, let him shrink it down and stuff it in an olive jar. You need a magnifying glass to read it. Oh, that's funny. Laurel has, and I don't know why it never occurred to me before now. Why not go to Kinko's and blow up every puzzle page and just put them on the wall? I could even frame them, put them on the wall. Randy, come on. I'm the idea man. I got everything, Anyway, Tremont Place. All right, let's go back to this. Tremont Place. How much did that cost, Laurel, unless you did it yourself? Ooh, and I have a plotter. Yeah, okay. I have access to a plotter. I may try this next week sometime. You still need to make the lower left one 21st. Yep, I see it. Oh, it didn't open it with paint like I wanted it to. Edit with paint. There you go. You are right, Scott. There we go. Looks like a star, huh? Lopsided star. So you're saying, Jody, at the end of Tremont Place, which is here, Linuz, highlight down from the I, 5 letters to Z. Yeah, but Zunil, what is that? What does that mean? Linus or Zunil? What does that mean? Beaconopoly. Hey, there's an idea. Beaconopoly. Beacon Staropoly. Too funny. Or BSopoly. There, that's a better. How about Impossibleopoly? How about that? Zuni. Z-U. Oh, I see. Zuni. Now, I know, isn't that the symbol like for New Mexico or something? But is Zuni a street, or does Zuni relate to Denver somehow? If you extend your left word finds, you also get 21st and 22nd. Left word finds 22nd, 21st, right? 20th, Court Place, and Tremont Place. And these all are streets that lead to Benedict Fountain, the way I understand it. Okay, Laurel says, I had huge ones made for meetings, and they were about $20 a piece. I'd pay $20 to blow up. I'm going to blow up the big block of code if I can't do it myself. We'll see. So stay tuned to next Thursday's Beacon Star. I may have some of these things blown up. Well, the beacon code, it would be helpful because you can really get a highlighter and make it nice and neat. So instead of trying to do it in this, 3D paint, I can have it on the wall back here and actually copy it out. So look at Zuni on Google Earth. All right. Let's see. That sounds familiar. I've heard of that. Well, I don't even have Google Earth installed, but I have Google Maps. So let me see what comes up. Zuni, New Mexico. See, I knew Zuni Circle in Las Vegas. I knew Zuni was in New Mexico. You're going to have to tell me. There's a Zuni Visitor Center. You're going to have to tell me what that means. But is it Denver? Is there a Zuni Denver? Zuni Denver. Zuni Street Brewing Company in Denver. Okay, there is a Zuni Street. All right. Is it by Benedict Fountain? Okay. Have them add rings, and you can use it as a dartboard. Also, the numbered streets all come from the Coors Field direction, Zuni Street, Denver. Okay, gotcha. So that is another one. And that's breaking news. I never heard of that one before. So thank you, Jody. I mean, this is why we're doing the videos live. If we could all come together, We might be able to crack something. I don't even want to open the triangle puzzle. I don't even want to open it. I'm taking a break from the locations. But if anybody out there has got something you want to discuss, make sure you let me know for a future show, or now, actually. Oh, yeah, I can put it back up. Sorry. I got to remember, it's just not me. We're all doing this together. All right, check it out. My awesome circling skills. Kit Kat bar. Okay, so we have 21st here, 22nd here, 20th, Court Place, and Tremont Place, and then Zuni right next to it. Very interesting. And then we know there's a GPS that's in here somewhere. There are GPS coordinates that lead to Overlook Place, Overlook Palace, whatever it's called, the Overlook in Denver. It's a park, I guess. The streets in Denver, every other one is a Indian name. Oh, now that's interesting. I didn't know that. And be advised of the cardinal directions. I didn't know every other street's an Indian name. Interesting. All the numbered streets all come from the Coors Field direction, Zuni Street, Denver. Okay. It almost looks like the symbol for the beacon star in the story. Wasn't the symbol, now this is just off the top of my head, but wasn't the symbol for the beacon star a skinny triangle with three, like rays coming out with three lines? Yeah, I guess maybe. Oh yeah, I see. So if we actually completed the bottom part, it would be a triangle and then lines coming out. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to say that's progress for tonight. This looks like some. Greg Carter says, I'm working on a possible location solve right now. Randy has been dropping some big hints. That's the other thing, is maybe we need to review his videos, because I think he's been dropping hints that have gone over people's head big time as well. And I haven't had time to sit down and do that. But I need to. Save as image. Yes, overwrite. Yeah, I think he has as well. Dropping hints. What do you think the one clue is that Randy Pitchell was talking about on his video that could break it all loose? I don't remember that. I don't remember him talking about a clue that he said would break it all loose. Is that right? Cat whiskers. Yeah, that's right. Could break it all loose. Which video, Randy? I'll watch it. I don't remember which one. I don't remember him saying that, but I could have missed it. That's always possible when it comes to the beacon star. I think we're missing a lot, actually. And then there's the flower of life thing. And then he teases us with the Fibonacci sequence. Oh, I could show you this, I guess. All right, hang on. I think if we can break the big brick codes, we can find it. Cheap Girl Jody says, yeah, I agree. Can you put the big block of map up one more time? Of course. Give me 1 second to find it. Map. You want the blank one, or do you want the one I drew all over? Here's the one I drew all over. Just let me know. I think he said that he would give it as a hint. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if Randy does meet his goal of $5,000 on the GoFundMe, and I don't think there's an end date on that, but when he hits 5,000 for the GoFundMe, he did say he would give a hint. Yeah, I have to see what he said. I thought he said, I'll give a hint to the overall puzzle. I don't remember what else he said, but he said I'd give it a hint to the overall puzzle or overall solution. So yeah, so somebody out there, if you could just donate $4,800, we could get it tomorrow. Yes, Nomadic Madman, I am going to go live tonight. Tomorrow night, but it's going to be with the Hunt for History winners. Hunt for History, another Codebreaker Charlie puzzle, and it's very interesting how that was set up. Bart K is going to be on, the creator, and the people who actually found it will be on as well. So that's this one. Kathy, you seeing anything there? Anything I missed? Ooh, look, it's coming right at you, don't it? Okay, sorry. Let me do this. Sorry. 3D paint. I hadn't heard of paint. I didn't know about 3D paint. Okay. And look, I'd say that's a space, but no, I don't think that's a space in the book, right? That's a space because, let's see, is that a space in the book? Or a blank square, I should say. It is actually blank. That's interesting. In this book, it looks blank. That one right there is blank. And that's the only blank one, I think. So what do we do from there? Do we count so many from there? It's weird it's blank. I think I'll just Yeah, I hope so, Bobby. I hope something breaks it loose. And not even, I mean, is it in City Park? I think that's a good candidate, right? I think that's a good candidate for being in City Park because we know he loves the Denver Science Museum. And doesn't City Park, it's right there. And we know kind of what we think might be the beginning boots on the ground path is there in City Park. But until we figure out how this thing is hidden or where it's hidden exactly in City Park, I don't think anybody's going to be able to find it. I'd jump on a plane tomorrow if I knew where it was. Hey, yes, it is. Sorry, guys. Answering some emails. Okay. I kind of like City Park too, but I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I haven't been to City Park. I don't. There's trees. What else is there? I mean, I really got to go there to figure some of these things out, right? Where is that at? Let me show you the other thing. Oh, all I did was the numbers of the. Yeah, it's this. So, and you guys know this isn't anything new, but maybe there's some new people watching. So yeah, you can't see that. So basically, this is from the poem pages. These are the decimal numbers, and then you have the binary numbers. It is the Fibonacci numbers, right? Except on this page, 33 should be 34 if it is going to be a Fibonacci number. So he gives them, maybe it's a mistake, an intentional mistake. Well, there's one, Randy. If that wasn't intentional, you need to let us know. 30, it says 33 in binary. It should be 34 if it is in line. And this one is in order. So he gives decimal that's out of order, meaning the Fibonacci sequence. But in the binary, it's in order, except 33 should be 34. So what do we do with that? I don't know. Oh yeah, Bobby says he was there, and the park is huge. Well, which is why he probably hit it there, right? I mean, even if we crack a puzzle that says it's in City Park, it's that big we're looking for, right? And it seems like he hit it in something. It'd take forever. You really would have to crack more puzzles, but it would really be nice to know it's in City Park. The City Zoo is there. Yeah. Dobie, is it? Dobby, the giraffe. Yeah. So to me, that's a likely candidate, but we have to let the clues take us there, right? Because we can guess all day. So back to the Fibonacci numbers. Is it the order that we're supposed to use the numbers in the bricks? What are the numbers there for? There's two sets of numbers. So that's a good question. He talked about what to do with that and how he decodes the video. You have to send that one to me, Eric, because I don't remember. Those street names all start with T4, T40, Route 40. What street names? Oh, the ones around Benedict Park? Yeah, I guess they all. 21st, 22nd, Tremont, and 20th. So yeah, they all do start with a T. That's interesting. Didn't think of that before. Jeep Girl Jody says, but Bobby, did you go all over the park? So you guys thought it was there too, huh? Yeah, it's funny. It just went all over City Park. And what would be interesting also, I think, is if we have two sets of codes on the poem numbers. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. Does one set of numbers apply to one set of numbers in the bricks, like vertical, and the other applies to horizontal? So maybe, or the two patterns. We found the two patterns with the horizontal bricks. Could it be one set applies to one and one set applies like top and bottom type thing? We don't know, and that's the hard part. Indiana Jones with the $5 super chat says a Fibonacci spiral could represent the spiral threads of a screw. That's true. It could. It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Or he could be trying to say that we're all screwed trying to figure out this puzzle. And Indiana Jones, do you have this book? Do you know what we're talking about here? Let me show you this. Fibonacci spiral is what we're talking about, right? A Fibonacci. Every time I want to say it that way. Boop, boop, boop. And these are the numbers. Again, this is nothing new. But what I wanted to do is I was wondering if, since these Fibonacci numbers are on the poem, the 10 poems, those locations, do they actually form a spiral? Like, in other words, does this 55 represent City Park and the 34 represents another park that's smaller? Maybe they're actually, the sizes of the park could fit into each of these shapes, each of these sizes, each of these numbers. I don't know. I haven't gone that far to try and figure that out yet, but that's one idea I had, is because he says this is the key, right? Here it is. Herein lies the key. And then he gives the, what we call a flower of life puzzle. So is it the spiral that's the key, or is it the numbers that are the key? And since this flower of life puzzle is in this box, is it the number that it represents that's the key? This is the biggest number, and that is 55. So is he trying, when he says this is the key, does he mean herein lies the key, herein this, which is 55 for this particular puzzle? But how would 55 work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6. It seems like 2, 3, 4 is 36. Yeah, 55. I don't know. What is herein? Is it just the numbers? Is it just the spiral? And why is this on there? Randy, you son of a bitch. It's a good treasure hunt. It's a good puzzle. It's just very frustrating. That's why a lot of people, I think, read the book and went, wow, cool story. And then they're just like, I don't know what to do with the puzzles. So let's say it's 55. Let's say herein lies the key. Because this puzzle was in the 55 of that pattern, how would the number 55, I mean, help us or be used in this puzzle? Speed limit, maybe? All right, I'll check it out, Eric. Thanks. Life comes from the Fibonacci. Okay, that's interesting. And this is called the flower of life or something, or am I making that up? The Fibonacci is off on that one. It's off on the binary. Is that what you mean? Or herein lies reminds me of a gravestone. I think it's simply the order of numbers are key. Yeah, that could be. That probably makes the most sense. So what he's saying is maybe the order of numbers on the poem is how we're supposed to read them. But he's got them twice. He's got a decimal set and he's got a binary set, and those aren't the same order. So, and it could be, hey, what's up, K-Pro? I did not see it. Can't blame me if I didn't see it. K-Pro. 14 letters. What do you mean, 14 letters? What's 14 letters? Because you probably commented it when I was talking about something else. Herein lies the key is 14 letters. Ooh, that's interesting. And what if K-Pro cracks it? What if K-Pro cracks one of these puzzles? She hates codes and ciphers, but I bet you she'd get involved then. I'll tell you that. Hang on. Let me bring it up. Herein lies the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that isn't what you meant. What is 14 letters? Keep scrolling up. Stop ignoring me. Look up. Yeah, you said it's 14 letters. What is 14 letters? Herein lies the key. Lies, not the truth, but the lies. Did you see the canyons? Order the numbers. Right. Herein reminds me of Grau. Now I got you. Oh, hang on, everybody. It's work bothering me when I'm trying to do a Beacon Star video. That'd be cool. Okay, I give up. You should probably text me if it's really important. Now, what is this, Bobby? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know what that is. BYODFCCOX out there. Only reads the last post. Yeah, fractals. Yeah, fractals are cool. Hang on, let me check this for work real quick. Hopefully it's not for me. Yeah, somebody decides to send a joke. What? All right, I have no idea what that means. There's a secret code. K-Pro's a secret code breaker, Charlie. That looks a lot like that image. Yeah, it is. It is that image, Scott. This is the Fibonacci spiral, I guess they call it. He just took the numbers out, but for where this 55 would be, he put in this picture, and that is a puzzle on a different page. So what does he mean by, and it is, yeah, is this something, so I guess that's the question. Is this something we actually have to solve, or is this just a nudge, I should say, not a nook, different show, a nudge in the right direction of use the numbers on another puzzle? Or is this actually a puzzle that we have to solve? All the double letters in the board. Oh, okay. All of the double letters in the border, in the big block. That's the 14 letters. Oh, really? See, I did not see that many. So BYODFCCOX. Have you tried those on the Cipher wheel, Bobby? All right. Now we're going to go back. Hang on, everybody. We're going back to the map. Is that the order starting from where? From the arrow, maybe? So you're saying double letters. Double, double, double. YY is right here. And that's what you have, right? Yep. Did I miss a BB up here? BB. I did not. I just so YY. And I'm just not seeing them like you are. Where are all the double letters at? Where is AA, Ron? I don't see any double letters other than that BB. They're here. I'm just not seeing them. Unless you're looking like RR, unless you mean like this, if they're just grouped together. They don't have to be vertical. HH, is that what you're saying? Yeah, probably. Okay. Have you tried them on the Cipher wheel? It's a secret code. I can't go back that far. Craig, come on. K-Pro might like Ciphers if she had more familiarity. Zara and I played Color Coup tonight and agree you both would love it. K-Pro's logical and smart. Great punchline. Solve the Beacon Star. Yeah, me and K-Pro played Mastermind, which is a logical game. Anybody remember the board game Mastermind? Of course, when we played it, she had the flu a couple years ago. We'll have to bust that out. Mastermind was pretty fun. Nice, K-Pro. No, not in order. I put in a word scrambler. Nothing. Squirrel. I got you. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, what order? How did you pick them? Okay. All right, we're caught up. So we got double letters happening. What is the cipher where you, as I point at it, like you know what I'm pointing at? What's the cipher called? Is it Playfair, where you use the double letters and the double letters to arrive at an intersection, and that's the letter you use? Is that Playfair? I can't remember. There's a name for that type of cipher, which this looks like a classic example of. But we would need the double letter pairs. Oh, and that's what I guess we would use the cipher wheel for, huh? Those would be the double letter pairs, but how would we match them up? How would we know which ones go together? I'm not sure if, yeah, it is Playfair, right? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I'm not exactly positive. I get it, K-Pro. I understand what you're saying now. Just getting upset, everybody. I saw BB right here, and I'm not seeing too many other double letters. Playfair doesn't allow double letters. I thought it was a double Playfair. All right, I'm looking it up. Is that right, Bobby? I thought it was a double Playfair. Playfair, everybody. 2 square cipher, double Playfair. Can't tell that's what that is. Oh, ciphers. Oh, mama. The 2 square cipher, also called a double Playfair, is it something? I think that's what this is saying, but I don't have time to read it all. So, okay. They get split by an X. Yeah, exactly. I wish if somebody would do a treasure hunt like this in Vegas, I'd be all over it. I'd be on those boots on the ground locations every weekend. So if you have double Playfair, double letters in a Playfair, you put an X between them. Okay. Playfair, not enough letters for a message. Yeah, and it would be cool because we'd have a reason to take a trip, K-Pro. So I'm really hoping that we would have a reason to go boots on the ground to the locations. I'm interested in Craig's idea of how to read a clue from each. Faux show. But this one pisses me off because it's so basic. And it's like, what do we do? It's just, there's 8 circles of a symmetrical pattern. And there's a dark shaded area and a light shaded area in each one. So, I mean, what do you do with that? There's what, 8 here. And the other one says, herein lies the key. The first 8 numbers of the Fibonacci, but then how would you assign? I mean, is this 8 letters? Is this an 8-letter message? Again, we talked about double letters, pairs of letters. Here's 2, a light and a dark in each one. But what's up, Sparky Sparks? What's going on? So there's that one that's pissing me off, as I'm sure. And then I said I wasn't going to open it, and yet here I am. Randy. It's a triangle puzzle, and this one has 9 shaded. The other one had 8 shaded objects, I guess you could say. This one has 9. If you look close, there's 9. There's 1, I think 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go down to the bottom. 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's one more. It's tricky to find. It's hard to find. This one wasn't a great image. Oh, there it is, 9. This would be another one maybe to blow up. Well, no, there's nothing to do with this one. I mean, unless you have to really count triangles or something. Sierpinski triangle, Pascal triangle. Stop jumping around, K-Pro says. One of these things is going to spark the idea for somebody to find it. So this is just a mirror image, right, of the 2 triangles, but the shaded areas are different. So, that's all I can say is, And then there's the text. We still haven't really found anything in the text, except for the message in the big block of code. We found that one. And then there's the circles. It looks like a map overlay. But what do those circles represent? The mosaic was solved, so we got that going for us. We have the stupid maze. And is this a building? Somebody says there's a mosaic or something that matches this. But I mean, what do you do with that? What do you do with it? The grid. So big thanks to Craig Carter, who finally solved this one, because this was a pain in the butt. We all worked on, we all were wondering about. But you can see how Randy hides things in plain sight. It's just a bunch of seemingly random numbers until you know the pattern. And when you know the pattern, it's latitude, longitude. But the read clue from each is the interesting part. How do we read a clue from each? It would appear we're supposed to use the sundials in some way. How do you read something from a sundial? I guess you read the shadow, right? The shadow is how you read a sundial, but you'd have to know the time of day, right? So we do have a message that says what? We have a message that says at 4 bells, right? Where's that at? Let me find it. Nope, that ain't it. 2 o'clock, you do go see corner north for the show. So 2 o'clock. On each of these sundials, how would you read? I mean, even if you go at 2 o'clock to each of the sundials of the 10 GPS locations, at 2 p.m., the shadow would fall a certain way. It's going to give you, what is it going to give you? It's going to give you a time, I guess, right? It would be interesting because the sundials, I'm assuming, are pointing in different directions in those different boots on the ground. So I wonder what you would get if you showed up at 2 p.m. You'd have to do it over 10 different days, obviously. But if you were there at 2 p.m. on each of the sundials, what could you read as far as the shadow? That would be interesting to see. To do, if somebody has the time to go do that, go check it out. See you, Kathy. A labyrinth, James. I like it. Could be a path, some kind. Yeah, I like that. So Beacon Stars Mondays and Wednesdays, K-Pro. As soon as we crack one, K-Pro is going to be all in. I can tell. All I got to do is show that gold coin. I want the coin. If anybody ever solves this thing based on something in one of my videos, all we want's the coin, which of course it won't give, but it'd be nice to add. Randy Pitchell had 3 different codes in the red herring page, so why not assume that he has more in the other page puzzles as well? I still think that page is used with the bricks. Yeah, I agree, because the joint codes, the binary reads joint codes. He's definitely using multiple codes. Now, we don't know how many and on what pages, but yeah, I would agree with that. Plot them on the clock and see what letters they point to. Plot them on the clock. You mean on the Cipher wheel? So if you go to 2 o'clock, each of the sundials at 2 o'clock to see where it's pointing, you use that number to go out to the Cipher wheel, and that would be 10 different positions, 10 different letters. Could give us a message. I like it. If somebody wants to do that, somebody who, I don't know, is retired and had some time, Craig. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. I can't believe nobody's thought of that, because that's the 2 o'clock. You do go see Corner North. Yeah. 2 o'clock, you do go see Corner North for the show. Corner North. I know somebody out there said, does that mean big block of code? 2 o'clock, you go see Corner North. So in the north corner of the big block of code, we're looking for the word 2 o'clock, like TWO. I haven't been able to find it. Bobby D, and I got that puzzle down to only 16 bricks left over. What does that mean, Bobby? The puzzle, the poems? I got that puzzle down to only 16 bricks left over. From the gnomon, right? From the gnomon. Is it pronounced gnomon? The gnomon is the thing on the sundial that causes the shadow. You should be able to plot the shadow on a map for a sundial. Plot the shadow on a map. Oh, you did move. All right. Well, congrats on moving, Craig, but that's got to make this more frustrating. So if we could just get 10 different people to go to 10 different sundials and then plot it at 2 p.m., reach out to me. I'll assign it. If we get 10 people that could do it, I'll give, or if somebody could do them all in a day, that'd be cool. Let me know. Email me. Cowlazars, gmail.com. You guys know the email. We'll explore this idea further on tomorrow night's Zoom. Jeep Girl Jody says, sometimes I think the show might be the National Western Stock Show. I don't know what that is, but okay. The National Western Stock Show. Ruby Hill Park has no gnomon. So what do you do with a sundial that has no gnomon? I don't know. That's why I wanted the video of each spot, because I don't know these things. So, page 35, Bobby says. Page 35. Page 35. Yo, I'm still live, which means be quiet. Page 35. Yeah, that's right. K-Pro should volunteer. Page 35. I don't know what you're saying, Bobby. You had it down to 6 bricks or 11. Oh, the 11 locations. Yeah, I got you. So much easier to talk through Zoom, isn't it? But for sure, let's do a Beacon Star panel next Thursday. So if you, Dark, are you working or are you in? Jeep Girl Jody, Craig Carter, Bobby D, come on in. We can all just spitball like this together in a live on a show. Why not? It has a lens. Oh, right. It has a lens, not a gnomon. I got it. But the lens would still show the shadow, right? Or the sun. It would still point to something, right? I think. Yeah, Bobby says no. He's not coming on. No way. Ruby Hill Park does cast a shadow at 2 p.m., though. Colored panels on the ground. Yeah, we would just have to read each sundial at 2 p.m. I mean, it would be interesting to see what we get. Yeah, Meeps, I know you're heavily invested in this. The Beacon Star panel. Come on. You don't have to give up your secrets. Maybe just small ones. But I think it'd be fun. And maybe together. It's just like doing the Zoom, except we would do it live, I guess. I have to see if we still have Zoom, because now we have this yard stream. I got to figure out if I think we do, though. I think we still have Zoom. Well, Ruby Hill, serious history there. I guess we're going to wrap it up, unless anybody's got anything else they want to go over. Some good thoughts tonight. And again, something's got to spark the thing that is correct. Home numbers. And yeah, we have a pattern for the brick codes, but what to do with it? I mean, what I'm going to do, and I've not done yet, is to group those numbers together, right? So these numbers would go with these numbers, and then try and see, is there any pattern? If we subtract these numbers, if we add these numbers, does it come up to is there some kind of logical pattern? Yeah, and then these two would go with these two. that type thing. Wonder if we added all 8 numbers together. I mean, are the values, could they be the same, or could there be a pattern if we add all 8? I don't know if anybody's done that or not, or yet. But something like that. We found it's cool that we found the pattern. Every other poem has got this pattern for these bricks, but it seems to me that would mean group those numbers together. Don't you know where the shadow is at 2 o'clock? Aren't they clocks? Some people are saying don't drive in Denver. It's not fun. All right, everybody. It's 9 o'clock here in Vegas. I'm going to look into printing that big block of code out, just like I did the Too Far to Walk map, and then it'll be up on the wall somewhere. K-Pro will love it. Yeah, that's the question, Craig. The sundials, that's the question too. Do they all face a certain direction? Do they all face due north or something? I don't know. But you're right at the ballpark. So that's it. Wanted to make up for last Thursday and then tomorrow. But tune in tomorrow because we're going to have the Hunt for History. Another that one took 12 years to solve. Let's see if Randy's gets solved before 12 years is up. I think if we keep doing these videos, it will be. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for the super chat there, Indiana Jones. And everybody, read the Beacon Star. Come up with a new idea. That's a good idea, Craig Carter. Get a blanket made for your bed with the big block of code. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit Randy's videos because you're right, Craig. I think he's dropping hints and we're not seeing them. We're not picking up on them. Robin, when will I see her? Cuba, never. You will never see her. She was a suicide, and suicides go somewhere else. What Dreams May Come is a very good movie. I like that movie, Indiana Jones. I should watch it with K-Pro. That's a good one. Robin, and then he committed suicide, Robin Williams, in real life. Isn't that crazy? Jeep Girl Jody says, what did you learn tonight, Cal? I learned that all the Cipher letter pairings are not around the border like I thought they may have been. I learned that. I learned that Zuni is on the big block of code. I didn't know that street name was there before. Call you Sparky Sparks? I just did. What else have we learned? We learned that maybe 2 p.m. we use on the sundials. That's just a theory. But it says go north for the show. It seems like maybe it's something else. But I really think the big block of code will, if we figured out the messages, all the messages on the big block of code, I think that is the map that tells us how to go right to it. The other puzzles, some of the other puzzles tell us how it's hidden. That would be my guess. Not so easy to find all his videos, Captain Buck says. Aren't they all under the Valentine Goose? What do you mean not so easy? Not so easy to find all the hints or clues in his videos. That could be. But what do you mean not so easy? Maybe I'll start making notes on his videos. That would be a good idea. I didn't even know I didn't know that big blue bear was right across the street from the telephone place. And then, if I want to solve, but Sparky Sparks, is that a Forest Fen solve or is that a Beacon Star solve? That's the question. Is it fuzzy? Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it's probably the camera. All right, everybody. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up. We'll tune in tomorrow night. We'll have the Hunt for History people on. And Monday, another Forest Fen treasure found. But before that, we're playing poker on Saturday, guys. Hope you guys play poker with us. Go donate to St. Jude's for Copper Dan. And, thanks, K-Pro. I appreciate it. Did you get anything? It didn't look like it. But she's trying, and that's important. And, okay, we'll see you next time. It's not really right across the street. It's close by. Okay. Well, and that's, again, I need video of this stuff, guys. Otherwise, I'm no help, really. I don't even have Google Earth installed on my machine. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the help. Thank you for everybody who's emailed me info and spreadsheets and things. Kathy, thanks for sending that. And, if anybody wants to talk about it, shoot me an email. And if you ever want to disclose something but say it's not for a video, that's fine. I can do that as well. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.